Hi everybody, today we will discuss about Palo Alto, the next generation firewall. It is a new technology that came on the market in 2005, and we invented the technology of the next generation firewall. What the meaning of the next generation firewall and what the difference between us and the others, between us and the other competitors, we will see in our presentation today. Actually, Palo Alto, it is a name for street in Silicon Valley in USA. Based in USA, the product came in 2005, as mentioned, and actually they came to enhance the existing technology of the traditional firewall and the UTM technology in the firewall. So we will see today why Palo Alto invented this technology and how it enhanced the technology in the market itself. When they came, there's two types of technology in the market, which is the traditional firewall and the UTM technology. Traditional firewall, usually it is only technology depend on the IP address plus port number. They don't know anything else except these parameters. So once they put the policy to control anything inside the network, you just need to identify these type of parameters. Okay, if I need another more advanced control like applications, users, and threats and all of it, so I have to add more traditional appliances to the same technology like IPS, URL filter, or threat management solution, Active Directory integrations, antivirus appliances, and all of such a technology in the same time. So such a technology, it is almost since 15 years back, and it gives us a lot of cost, operation cost, and monitoring cost, and reporting. If I want to generate one report, I have to go to the firewall, to the IPS, URL, and all of such appliances. Also cost us in the time of consuming that we consume it during the control. Plus, they don't work with the dynamic application that we have today. Previous years, we don't have something called dynamic application. It is only static application, static websites, static portals, all of this information. But today, we have Facebook change the website every 7 seconds, the updates, and Skype, they are running in different type of ports. So such a technology cannot fit within our time and with the dynamic of application. UTM technology came in the 2000. Okay, and they start to introduce more cheap and centralized technology to consolidate all of these appliances, to save the time, to save the reporting time, to save the training time, operations, and all of this. So then they put all this functionality in one box called Unified Threat Management. They consolidate the IPS, the antivirus, and the other technology as well, all of them in the same part. But the main problem that the customers start facing when they start enable all of this functionality at the same time, they get a very high performance degradations in the network throughputs or in the box throughputs. This technology came and mentioned, okay, we'll increase the size of throughput that we have. We will introduce a very huge number of throughputs so we can maintain such a degradation in the performance. Then Palo Alto came in the 2005 and started introduce the technology of the next generation firewall. They mentioned, okay, I will take this old technology, I will take this existing technology of the UTM, I will start enhance these both technologies. We came and introduced something called user ID and app ID and content ID. All of these is a trademark for Palo Alto, just innovated and registered as a trademark for Palo Alto company, introduced it in the network. What the meaning of this? They start mentioning, okay, today I have dynamic application. This existing technology cannot fit in this dynamic application. I need to start control application based on the signatures, not based on the IP address, not based on the port number. Because all of this is dynamically, I cannot control it. and it is always changing. And also, in the same time, I want to control users based on the user ID by integration with the Active Directory, with whatever the integration system centralized management of the user ID. I don't need to depend on the IP address. And the IP address also, I don't want to depend it, because today the user is using a lot of machines inside the network, like iPhones, iPad, and laptop, desktop, and each user in my network, they have almost 5 or 3 machines have different IP addresses. Plus, the user today is sitting in one branch and he moved to another branch. He used the same machines but different IP. And plus the IP version 4, today it's almost expired and finished, and we are introducing IP version 6. So all of these changes need something dynamic to control such content and user visibility. So I will depend on the integration with the Active Directory, so I can see user ID, map it with the IP address and the port number and the application and the other content as well. And they came and mentioned, okay, there is a user ID, I map it with the application identification, then I have to scan the content, because our problem not with the application. I don't have a problem with Facebook, I don't have a problem with Oracle, with SAP and all of it. I have the problem with the content that might come with the same content itself. So I have to clean the content, either if the content coming through a URL or through file format. So this is the functionality. We can introduce the URL filter here, or the IPS, and there is an applications, signatures, and all of these type of the content cleaning and the scanning. So we start taking this part and start enhance it by taking the same technology that UTM introduced it in the combination of all of these functionalities. So we have firewall, we have IDS, antivirus, and all of these functions. But how we are different, how we enhance the performance degradations, we mentioned, okay, in the UTM technology, the packet will pass from the firewall, will go to the IPS, it will finish, it will go to the antivirus, and will start in multiple level. But in Palo Alto, the situation is different. The firewall is here, and the other content is the IPS, and application, users, and all of such technology or URLs, and so on. So we clean the content and identify the user, applications, and the content itself in the same time. And technology called single parallel path processing, or SP3. This is meaning that the packet, when passed to the firewall, we don't go with levels to clean this content. We go in one level. So the packet will pass, we will apply all the policies at the same time in the term of IPS, in term of antivirus, identify users, map it with the application, clean the content, scan the content, packet inspections, all of these type of information. These make us to do a lot of enhancement on the performance degradations that happen. So we decrease the latency that happening during the cleaning between the packet going and back inside the traffic itself. So we can see that Palo Alto can introduce a lot of enhancement in the existing technology, enhance and increase the performance of the packet scanning itself. This is why we are the leader for almost 4 years, continuous 4 years, starting from 2009 until today. We are the leader in the Gartner report and even in the NSS Lab report and the other reports that show that we are the only vendor that we apply the exact concept of the next generation firewall, and we change the map in the market how to enhance such technology itself. Okay, thanks a lot for your time today. We're looking forward to see you in another sessions with more details about the technology itself. Thanks a lot.